Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. In this tutorial I'll be teaching you how to make this floral frame cake. I've got an 8-inch board and applying my cake with some frosting to the board. This is a white chocolate mud cake with some white chocolate and raspberry ganache as a frosting. The recipe will be in the description box below along with a video. And I've used 3 cakes here in total, cut them in half to make 6 layers of cake, pressing all that excess ganache that's sticking out up against the cake and popping that in the freezer for a good 20 minutes to set up. Now we can start decorating, and I've just used some regular buttercream that I've tinted pink. Starting at the very top, flattening it out, making the turntable do all the work, and then I'm adding a decent amount of the buttercream on the side of the cake. I'm just going for it, I'm adding a whole bunch. Then I'm taking my bench scraper, going around quickly to make the buttercream all even, and then go around slowly to smooth it down and make it look all neat. You can add buttercream in spaces that need it and just keep going around until it's nice and neat. And then clear up the top with your spatula and pop it into the freezer again for about 20 minutes. In the meantime, we'll work on our flowers. So I've got a flower nail here, added some buttercream to stick my non-stick baking paper on top. Start with a mound in the middle and then go around it, tilting your piping tip about 45 degrees so the skinny side is facing the top. And then do little arches around that bud. I like to do 4 just because that, as it ends on the 3rd, it just looks a bit weird, so I like to cover that section up like that with a 4th row. And then again, the mound, you do a little closed bud and then just arch it, making sure that the skinny side is always facing up. I like to work in odd numbers as well, so I've got 3, then I've got 5 petals. And to make these look a little bit more interesting, I just wiggled the piping tip up and down and side to side to create that kind of texture on the petals. And you can make them as big or as small as you like. I added little buds and full bloom roses on this cake. Then to make the blossoms, you have the skinny side facing out, not towards you, so outside of your body. And then you turn the flower nail and keep the thick side of your piping tip in the middle at all times. So you're literally just pivoting the piping tip. And I do about 5 petals here as well. Pop those in the freezer for at least a good 20 minutes again. And here I'm just doing the very, very, very basic kind of rose. You just keep going around and keep building. My buttercream was pretty warm considering it was a 35-degree day, so I did have a bit of trouble with this one. Now they are resting in the freezer for a good 20 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to create just a line around the cake in an oval shape to guide me. And now that they're out of the freezer, they're all nice and hard and I can pop them on the cake with my hands and it's all good. Applying them right up on the line and attaching them with a bit of buttercream. Once they're all on there, you could put on your leaves. You could use a leaf tip. Here I just kind of cut a piping bag with an inside pointing V, as you can kind of see there. Then once the leaves are done, I decided to go in with some little buds. So I've got little buds that I've created here, and then I've got in with some white as well just over the top. And there's your floral frame all finished. Pop on whatever you like in the middle. Here I've used the 2 in acrylic mirror. Popped it on with a little bit of buttercream. And that's it. That's how you make a floral wreath frame on the front of your cake, decorated with hand-piped buttercream roses. If you want to cheat and maybe save a good hour's worth of time, you could always pipe the border using the Russian piping tips instead. Neat little trick. That's the tutorial for this Tuesday. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial and maybe learned something different. And I'll also note I've got these little happy birthday toppers that are on sale 40% off at the moment, up until the 2nd of March 2017 if you'd like to grab yourself a bargain. I'll leave a link in the description box below to the sale and the coupon code as well, which is happy birthday, one word. Thanks again for tuning in and I'll catch you again next week.